No permissions, birth looked up, taking flight forward. Knows dissidence, balanced in dark and light. Steadying the agreeable index plight. Crypto tuning up, yup, keeping it right. Yup, the meme that's on the rise. Agreeable intense. One on a Pulsechain's pride. Opening those minds with all the positivity. Marching in its time. Cadence in the grind. Agree to disagree. Yup. I thought of tiny. Even me up hits it right. Freedom and prosperity. The destination and the flight. Lighting up dad's farm. Opposed to that, nope. Rule. Firing up them charts. Yeah, flying straight and true. Wink at the foes, cheer at the woes. Yep, stack stats gliding through the lows. The truth will set you free.
Brothers and sisters, we have been chosen. We are going to the promised lands, Valhalla. This is it. The pumps are here. Valhalla, gospel, Jesus will be proud of you for holding your crypto. Your children's children will remember your name. So ladies and gentlemen, a toast, because we, holders, are the new wealthy elite. So long your longs. Buy the dip, tell your friends, your families, your fucking neighbors to buy this shit. Because we are going to the moon. We've waited our entire lives for this pump. And the moment is here now. The pump is here. We are legends. Spartans, legions holding the fort. Fucking warriors. We are kings. We are queens.
What is up, guys? How are we doing? Do we feel bullish? I don't know. That video kind of pumps me up. Don't you feel like a god? Don't you feel like a warrior? Don't you feel like a Pulsechain? Don't you feel like a Pulsechainian? What do you guys feel like today? Well, you can tell by the color in the background that it's probably bloody. But I'm going to touch on news a little bit. I did bring up. Let's go to that one. Let's share this. I do have if you want to come on, I know I'm going to be doing a lot of TA, so hopefully we can go over the charts together, but there's an invite link there for you if you want to do that. And yeah, let's just get into it because, trying to be here for you guys best I can. I know I've been streaming more and more lately, but no expectations, man. Hopefully just once a week is good with me. If you like the meme in the corner, please hit like and share this out. It will be great for the algorithms. We are all waiting for the agreements to hit these markets for our pocketbooks. You know what I mean? We really are. So, yeah, I'm gonna take down this banner because it's annoying, but you kind of got to put it in the video because this is for entertainment purposes and everything, and just my opinions. So, with that said, yeah, there's that. Let's exit out of this. And yeah, I wanted to go over this real quick. Top story: China trade deal returns the U.S. right back, basically where it started. Yeah, so this is kind of like a nomenclature. It is what it is, like a non-event kind of thing with these protests going on. So that's not real big news. This is more of a red candle-ish day news. So let's like fud out some fudsters. I don't know. But anyways, immigrations are spreading to Chicago, Los Angeles, Seattle. We got that. We got this airplane that died, 260 dead. This is just like 20 minutes ago. 242 aboard, whatever they're saying. But yeah, airplane crashed. And then we got Israel strikes target, Iran nuclear program. So yeah, it seems like it would be a pretty red day, right? Just to kind of go over that stuff. Yeah, seems like it should be a red day. I just wanted to touch on those things. My hearts go out to the people and the survivors of that plane crash, man, and of course the bombing. But that looks like a targeted attack from Israel. Who knows? I didn't read too far into it. I just wanted to go over the headlines real quick. Hopefully it helps with the algorithms. I don't know. Screw the algorithms on YouTube. They don't like doing anything. Anyways, anybody in the chat? No. Anyways, this is supposed to be about TA, right? So I brought up the gold chart. We're on the weekly here. It looks like we could be hitting another short-term top. We got to start with the metals, then we'll go into the equities-ish, then we'll flow into crypto, and then we'll cover some altcoins and stuff. Since you guys probably miss my TA or miss me because, oh wait, I am wearing my Pulse chain for this Pulse game, you know what I mean? And then I got to put on my big boy glasses. So we're doing TA, better eyes to see with, right? Let's go with that. Plus, kind of goes with the hat a little bit more. Yes, I am getting old. So look at that hairline, that receding hairline up there. I'm getting old, man. Looking like a fool too with this hat. But hey, whatever. It's a cool hat. Anyways, yeah. If you want to buy gold, buy gold. It's going to require. I've been hearing talks about the United States Treasury repricing gold to where it should be. It should be like a 50K, right? Because the Treasury Department has all the Fort Knox gold priced at $42, and gold's price is at $3,400. But I'm hearing about all that because prices are up. It is a top signal because if the Treasury did that, repriced everything, all of the prices would follow. Your food prices, your phone prices, everything. So they're not going to do that. They will print money. There ain't no doubt about it. And why do you think all these assets are going up? Gold, silver is definitely going up because of all the war and the uncertainty in the world. Like there are protests and riots all across the United States. Like, for one thing, there's some uncertainty. So yeah, people aren't going to be flooded into crypto right away. Retail is more worried about everything else, and I think a lot of people like being sellouts and giving their money or their commodities, the digital commodities, to BlackRock because they'd rather have the US dollar and live off that because that's the way it is. So yeah, on the weekly, this is looking kind of toppy-ish on gold. To me, let's go to the daily. It is holding up fairly good, probably due to all this. I don't pay for TradingView because I don't really use it all that much. I'd rather use Deck Screener. But with these assets, you kind of got to use TradingView. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to go sideways. Look, it's got a lot of room to grow at the top, but RSI is kind of midlining, almost there, but it's curving back up. So it could break out to the top just off of that. So that's gold. Just keep this in mind. I'm going to exit out of this. So we know gold might hit another new all-time high soon, especially with war going on. They could try to start a civil war in the U.S. They could try to just push this whole world into a war. The powers that be, you know what I mean? So who knows? There's a lot of doom and gloom right now, but the good news is asset prices go up when you're in the correct ones. And if gold goes up to 50K, where do you think Bitcoin and crypto is going to go? It's all liquidity bonded, whether you like it or not. And I'll point out something. The stock market is highly correlated to the crypto market. So gold looking strong. Silver looking just as strong as gold, man. I mean, look at that green candle. Like, what are we all crying about on Pulsechain when they're probably all buying silver and gold? Because they're probably buying the tops of the precious metals, right? I understand that it's physical. Probably people feel safer in it than crypto. So who knows? And Tone Vays did come back out and say it. So yeah, he probably bought it. Who knows? Why listen to people on the internet like me? Not financial advice, But yeah, silver's going up. I really honestly think that if it gets back up to $50, it's gonna get shorted the crap out of. One thing about Pulsechain is there is only one platform that can only short certain altcoins on Pulsechain. But you can short the crap out of this with quadrillions of dollars and keep the price down so manufacturing costs stay like level and inflation, you beat down that hyperinflation precious metal bubble that needs to go to 50K. They won't let it happen. They just keep pushing it into new assets like crypto. So yeah, silver's breaking up. It looks like it could have this like little trying to build a cup and handle, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But it did come back and retest the previous high right down here. You know what I mean? And built and got below it. And then it retests right there. Built inverse head and shoulders. It broke up. And now it's going to break up again. Because it is an upward facing bull flag right here in my mind. And it only it's at the parallel channel, actually, now that I look at it. So, yeah, I always there's my parallel channel. So yeah, the parallel channel, right? This would be a long parallel channel. What the hell? Yeah, it's being weird. Anyways, you can see it there. It's probably going to break out of the top of the channel and go up to, I would say $45, something like that. That silver though could be toppy. Here's the SPX. Kind of looks like it's riding this resistance here. It did turn green today, so it does look like this could be a witch's cap kind of thing. Inverse witch's cap. So that means it could go up here in the long run. This all long-term stuff. It just looks better on the daily instead of the weekly. But yeah, retested that previous top right here, just like almost to the cent. And if you go back here, like, yeah, this thing's just going to get inflated and inflated and inflated. And if war starts, it's just going to go even faster. So what are we worried about? What is up? Believe in yourself. We're always agreeable. Yep. I appreciate you showing up in the chat. And yeah, so we'll see if we could build some support up here. But I think it's kind of looking like it's already headed toward new all-time highs because it built it right here at the bottom of the channel. It's going to break out up and probably top of the channel right here and then flag out and probably come up a little higher, break out against that, and continue on. Who knows? It could come back down, retest this previous spot right down here. There is on the daily that gap right here. but I think on the weekly, you're good. There is a gap right there. You know what I mean? So on the weekly, let's go to it. I know I'm covering. Yeah, it's there on the weekly too. So yeah, I would hope I don't see any previous gaps that down here in the charts. You know what I mean? There's one like right here, but it got closed right here. So yeah, I would expect a retest to that area on the S&P. So look for that. Um, anyways, let's go to MicroStrategy. And of course, I have the Bitcoin is the purple right here, or the pink, whatever it is, and I got MicroStrategy down below. I just want to show you guys the correlation between this because I'm going to treat MicroStrategy like a cryptocurrency pretty much. So leverage, 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 loans, 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 loans. You know what I mean? And now it topped out, and now it topped out. And where do you think MicroStrategy is going to go next? It's probably going to go right down in here. Let me grab the little purple box. Probably right down in here. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. It's probably going to go right down in here short term. You know what I mean? Vern, probably right down in there. So Bitcoin probably, if it holds up, because I see a divergence here. If this goes down right here to there, and then all this is going up, that means Bitcoin's holding strong in these uncertain times with everything going on, war, blah, 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 blah. You get what I mean? And MicroStrategy looks like a triple bottom right here. Bitcoin looks like a double bottom-ish. So, yeah, that's kind of bullish for Bitcoin to me because they're treating it kind of like gold, which it is the digital gold. But it takes 30 minutes to send on chain, so you got to use exchanges. It kind of supports TradFi a little bit more than Ethereum, crypto, and dexes and stuff like that. People can have fun on that. Fast Abdul is here for the tech. Yeah, aren't we all, man? We are here for the upside tech, the ink printer tech, the all that kind of good tech, man. Anyways, there's the correlation. I just wanted to show you guys that it's kind of MicroStrategy's looking like it's topped out while Bitcoin's going up. So what could be going on? People could be selling their MicroStrategy, buying more Bitcoin because the more MicroStrategy goes up after that, after they bought Bitcoin, it's going to push it back up because they take a loan and use more leverage, and it just makes the flywheel go for them. So with that note, hopefully Bitcoin will get up, and I'll go to the levels here in a minute. I just wanted to show you the correlation between these, especially with the earnings, you know, come and due and stuff like that. It's good. So there's that. Let's go to Starplink and ETH. This is kind of interesting. I kind of treat this one like crypto too, since they're raising money to buy Ethereum, just like BlackRock's trying to buy Ethereum. There's a lot of good news out there for these assets. You know what I mean? So if silver's going up, Ethereum's going to go up, Bitcoin's going up, and MicroStrategy is going down sharply. You know, it's doing something. So maybe it's going to fill this gap in here somewhere on the daily, but let's look on the weekly real quick. If it goes, like, yeah, it's just frozen up on me. Come on. Reload. Yeah. There we go. Let's go to the weekly, and then I'll add it again. I had all this set. Look at that huge gap down here. And then let's add ETH. New price scale. Look at that. So if ETH stay up there we go. So if ETH kind of just comes down, retests this little tiny area right here, or even the top of this range right in here, sharp link kind of comes back down, maybe builds some support here, because that is a pretty big gap. If you would tell me in stock market terms, that right there, buddy, is a gap. And gaps like being filled, especially in futures. So that's just something to look for. It doesn't have to fill the whole gap, but you know, they do like consistent charts. What's kind of weird though about SharpLink is it just keeps going down while Ethereum goes up. So it makes you think like Wall Street's like manipulating the crypto market in certain ways. I don't know. It's just kind of weird, man. You know, did they buy the top of ETH privately? Who knows? You know what I mean? But there is a gap there. So just keep an eye on it. It could just touch the bottom of this candle on SharpLink and just choose to build a floor and go even further. Depends on how much money they raise. BlackRock comes in with ETH, and yeah. And then all of a sudden, all that good news came out, and then all of a sudden protests, blah, back to back to back, bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. Seems a little fishy to me. I don't know. I'm glad you're here, Moonmutt. Thank you. I'm glad you came for the TA. I know I didn't do any TA Tuesday with the guys, but I figured I haven't done it for a couple weeks. Or, well, it feels like a couple weeks to me, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, so we'll see where that goes. I'm kind of keeping an eye. I'm kind of treating these two stocks as cryptocurrencies, you know, but that is kind of weird how it's just, while that goes sideways ish in a big ass range, but you get me. Could be coincidence. Right at the bottom of ETH, though, right there, it's a little weird. Anyways, let's go to real crypto. Anyways, we're on the weekly on Bitcoin. I got my targets here. Got the parallel channel. We're still in it. Liquidity bonding kind of pushing everything down. It looks like hammer candles forming right there on the weekly. But if you go to the daily, I'm briefly covering Bitcoin, guys. So if it chooses to load, I don't know. Probably because got too much going on. But yeah. Hopefully this line holds up right here. You know what I mean? You get the point, the bottom of this area. I really want to be conservative and bring it up to the closes because that's where it's bouncing off of right here. So it could be in this like ascending triangle off this parallel channel, and that was a failed breakout. And then it's getting lower high, you know, it's going to start getting pinched, especially with that trend line that goes way back. I mean, I got that line way back there. I think we're under it down here. It's probably like the midline of the parallel channel. Make it simpler for us, but yeah, I think meeting, but yeah, I think the Fed meeting is coming up pretty soon too. So that could be why people are selling right now and going to the stables, trying to buy the bottom, whatever. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's building any shoulders here because it already could. Doubt it. Looking on the daily, but if it bounces here and goes up, we're probably gonna try to break out again. Who knows? Gold's going up, so yeah. That's Bitcoin. Let's look at ETH. ETH's still in this channel, guys. Like, we just did a failed breakout and all that. And FUD news came out, right? It seems coordinated for some reason. After all that great news in here, we got a little too bullish in these markets. They're trying to FUD us all out, huh? Yeah. It's just funny. Is it like coincidence or am I just tripping? You know what I mean? Like right when things start to get too good in the markets lately, they got to bring up tariffs or things like that. You know what I mean? It's who knows these days. Who really knows? And to remind y'all, there's a link if you want to join. All right. All right. Um, yeah. So we're down here. We're in that range parallel channel. I think we are. Let's go right here. Parallel channel. I'm not going to classify this as a breakout because you know what? We're still here. You know what I mean? We're kind of just going sideways. So we're below the midline. So yeah, we're gonna need to pop back up and get some momentum going. I think if SharpLink starts moving up, no matter what, Ethereum is gonna go. Especially if they come out, another company comes out raising money for ETH, or BlackRock does. You notice BlackRock news came out; they're buying it, and all of a sudden, war break. It is too good to be damn true. Maybe I just pay too much damn attention and I just need to leave and go garden for a few days and forget about the market. But it's too addicting sometimes, guys. Too addicting. Um, Gives me something for my mind to ponder on. But yeah, this target, guys, we need to get up here. I mean, we're going to have to break through it and retest the top of this range right here. Like we hit the top of that range and just went down hard. It's like people are starting to sell again. Who knows? Maybe SharpLink needs to buy our bags. Like MicroStrategy buying the Bitcoin people's bags. Like, are you going to sell your ETH though if it goes all the way up here for US dollars? If war breaks out and this and that, maybe you shouldn't because risk assets probably would go up higher. So that's Ethereum. Past couple hours, just probably not even looking all that great. 2 hour chart, huh? Yeah. Like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? Like somebody knew what was going on right at that resistance line where like ETH was just breaking out. All of a sudden, all that news, and it's a little weird, man. I really think it's a little weird. Yeah, 'cause that's too sharp to fall. Anyways, let's look at Richard Hart's bags. Well, not Richard Hart's, the Sack Addy's bags. You dropped a breath work and no permission health and wellness telegram. All right. I'll have to work on some breath work, man. I haven't done that in a long time since I stopped meditating. Probably when I was like 29. You kind of learn the breathing techniques and stuff, but yeah. Anyways, Richard Hart is only down 34%, 222 million practically. Yeah. You know, I don't think that ETH is going anywhere soon. They could be trying to, BlackRock could be trying to get this guy to bend the knees and stuff like that. You know, who knows? Is he in Russia? Is he in Finland? Is he in the US? Nobody knows. So there's a lot of uncertainty around that. Is Big Richie rich in South America? I don't know. Nobody knows where he's at, right? So, anyways, yeah, he's down. And now we'll get to what we came here for. Sweet Pulsechain. The sweet Pulsechain. Yeah. We are on the line, if not a little below it. We gotta hold this day. This is a 3-day candle, so maybe I should go to the daily chart. We gotta get up there, hold it, man. Look, it looks like we're gonna go down, but it is a little strange how that line has been holding up pretty good to me. Did I stop? Like, what the hell just happened? I've been sharing the whole time, haven't I? So we're here at Pulsechain now. I don't know when it stopped screen sharing. So that was a little weird. Because I've been looking at the chat. Yes, the whole time. Oh my God. What the hell? Anyways, Ethereum's looking all right. Things like that. And now we're where we need to be. It just stopped for a few moments. All right. Yeah, that was not me. I did not hit a button on this side. That was a little weird. It just like stopped screen sharing. I don't know what the hell. But anyways, it's back. I can see that it's back. The chat's in the corner and everything. So yeah, maybe I gotta put this in the corner instead of the agreeable, waiting on agreements. Just because the market's just down, depressing, too much bad news, too much blood in the streets. But yeah, we hit the top of this line again, and it just started getting smacked down again. Like, is Jim Rat just finally clicking out or what? Just saying. I'm not really digging the outrage, but whatever. Other than that, yeah, it could be a wedge kind of building here. Who knows, really? But we are at the bottom of that parallel channel, and it looks like we're going to chill out for a while, man. This summer could be a pretty calm summer in Pulsechain if everybody decides just to leave and go have fun. Who knows? The community seems like there's more and more people, diehards coming out that I'm seeing. And then there's other people that are like clicking out and just wanting to leave. So who knows? The 200 daily is still in the downwards momentum. So yeah, we got to get that at least flat to even look at something. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see the RSIs like going down. Let's look at the momentum. We're losing momentum still. Just retested that area. We're probably headed down towards here. So yeah, we're losing momentum. People are scared. Things like that, man. Like, I say it how it looks, but in the same instance, this could 3 days from now or next Monday, since it's Thursday today where I'm at, it could just pop back up, bounce off this line, and get above the purple box, because we need to get above the purple box and back in that channel. So another, like, what other patterns can we see here? We probably, let's put that there to the top of that, and then come right there. Yeah, we can see a pattern right there at the top of this area, the top of that area ish, kind of broke through it. Let's see if we could break above that, or at least close above it on a daily. Like, we closed above it the last 3 times on that. But that line, we might head it down, and then it will look like yet another head and shoulders. It's just like head and shoulders, head and shoulders, head and shoulders over and over and over and over, huh? In this game, like, we go back, head and shoulders. We got another head and shoulders down here, forming ish. And then if you really want to call it shoulder, head, shoulder, I don't know. That's not really a head and shoulders, but like, hey. But if you zoom out and you look on the 3-day and you squash it down where price should be, like 305. So we're doing all right. Looks like we bottomed out. Zooming out. It's looking good. Hopefully, we can just hold these levels. Yeah. I like it. But yeah, we could just be chopping sideways here for another couple weeks. Who knows? Richard has said in the next couple months, marketing maybe. So maybe we're waiting for that July 7th move after they can't appeal, and he'll start streaming anyways with the red notice or whatever. But who knows? At this point, Richard needs a big move. He needs like that red notice drop and stream and shock and awe, like without the outrage marketing, maybe with a little bit. I don't know, but the weird thing is tone vase. I know. I'm weird about that, but he hasn't streamed in how long? Yeah. Something weird in the market's going around. I mean, it's kind of like a flu at this point. It's like FUD event after FUD event after FUD event in the Pulsechain area. And yeah, we'll see. Eric Wall's even getting on Jim Rat's sides from what I hear. I like watching Jim Rat streams just to keep tabs on them. It's not like I agree with them by any means, but you know, you got to see both sides and see where they come from. So, enough on the Pulsechain. We got to hold that yellow line, like hold that 403, 4029 area. You know what I mean? We got to hold that yellow line. We could come down here a little bit, but I wouldn't want to go below 4027. You know what I mean? I'd really like to hold this yellow line and that center yellow line right there. We'll see. But ETH probably drug us down like it drug it back up. You know what I mean? This was probably mostly all ETH. And if you really think about liquidity, so who knows? Like, let's look at the volume. Volume's at 2.7 mil. So yeah, it's up there, but like it's not very high compared to where I've seen it before, you know. So, anyways, enough about Pulsechain. Hopefully, we come back up above that smaller yellow line. We'll see next week, probably. Let's go to PulseX. Yeah, it's holding up, like right at the bottom. It's got to hold, man. Like, got to hold. It's holding stronger than Pulsechain. You know what I mean? Let's see if it holds that line right there. Let's make it big, fat, and yo. Let's have it hold that line. I think my lines are kind of accurate from the last streams, like, but that would kind of, yeah. So we can delete that. We can delete this. I think that triangle is null and void. There's that line. Let's put the line settings. Oh, I want to extend to the right. Let's put that line like this now. Since that looks a little better ish, you know, close enough. It's kind of rough, but yeah, let's see if we can hold above that. I know I probably could have did a little better on Pulsechain with that line, but this one's got a little more lines drawn on it, and can't really do that all that well. Yeah, I know log's not clicked, but looks better on log actually. But yeah, back to Hex because I think like okay, so Pulsechain on the 24-hour percentages is 13, PulseX is 15, Hex is 14. Just off of those, which one do you think drug everything down? People would probably say PulseX, but it was probably Hex. And ETH. A combination of everything. Who knows? But yeah. Let's get rid of this line. We're below it. The channel again. I think this can be a failed breakout like the last 4 times, but if it does fail, like, yeah, That was like a fake out, like to the upside. Last chance, guys, before you going like down to the ground. I don't know. I'm just being funny now. Let's see what we see here. Like for real. I wouldn't want to go below that, this area right in here for a line. Get back up in that parallel channel. Yes, it did make technically a higher high. So it's still got until 5 p.m. tomorrow Pacific time to close above that line or get back in the channel. So who knows? Europe could wake up tomorrow and just bye. You never know. Who knows? Anyways, who's in the chat? How we all doing? Oh, all right. Oh, man. People like the TA so far? I don't know. But yeah, this whole section right here, if you go back to the ETH chart, it, yeah, just correlates with it. You know what I mean? And if people are buying Pax gold in crypto, you know, that's like kind of buying like gold straight on Ethereum. So like, yeah, you can go to gold fairly easy in crypto, even if you know, hopefully we'll see, man. Hopefully this wicks back up and gets back in the channel. We'll see. I'm not really counting on it yet, but let's go to ink. We need to start building that floor, and it looks like we kind of are building like a sideways floor on all these assets, really. Because if ETH didn't go back up, this wouldn't have gone back up that hard that quick. So we probably would have been scooped in here and on all the assets, kind of building a, you know, probably not that long, but like a U. So that would make this like an Adam and Eve-ish, but like I said before, but who knows, man, at this point. And then if you go back to the pulse chart, because it's in DAI, I should show you guys this. If I click up here at the DAI, this chart looks way healthier, but not at the moment. But yeah, it looks healthier. It's clicked on log. That's probably why. But you see how far down this wick goes on the DAI pair, all the way down to the bottom and all the way to the top. So you know, no, just kidding. That first wick don't count, guys. Come on, I'm trying to be agreeable. But yeah, seems like volatility is dampening down. Right there, guys. Like, I like going to the ratio of DAI sometimes, you know. Just do it off that. Yeah. But yeah, let's go to market cap, see if it looks any better. Nope, still looks the same. All right, ink it is. One actually looks a little stronger than most of them. Even if you wanted to call that lower area a failed area, you can even go to there and call that your line, which that would make ink stronger than PulseX, stronger than Hex. You know what I mean? And then if we go to the wrap pulse ratio, because you always want to make more pulse, look at that. It's just climbing up. Ink's gaining strength, man. Yeah, I like that. When it comes to the pulse ratio, you know what I mean? yeah, just climbing. It might break back down here on the ratio, but on the USG chart, no. Let's go to most, because we're most wanted on Pulsechain. It did break down below the previous low right here. So yeah, we're still below that diagonal line, which is kind of surprising. We got a 200, 100 daily. Let's see if we got a 200 daily in here. Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, no 200. Let's go to 160, 90, 120. Let's go to 120. Okay. So yeah, that's headed down. Let's go to the 4-hour chart to see if there's any resistance back there on the first candle. Yeah, there is a little bit. So let's put a little rectangle down here. Oh. That would be my box. And it looks like it's probably right on it. Yeah, it's right on it. So yeah, we can hold that area. You know what I mean? I would want to do. Go to Solid X. The game, the website, the staking should be coming out soon. So looks like it's holding that previous line. We got to hold it. Well, it's trying to right now. Yeah, it's trying to. I got up there for a day and then just went back down. Come on, Ease. Let's look at the rat pulse ratio on this though. I put the V3 liquidity up here. It seems like it's this box should be like lower, like it goes down here really, but it's riding on the biggest box, like it's ready to just shoot on the ratio. So staking goes, we could probably see it up in here. Actually, this box right here is more up here now, and this is, if you look at 9mm V3. Anyways, you get the point. People are removing liquidity, so on and so forth on that one. I could deep dive Pulsechain later, but there's more players in that. Yeah. And then most of these other tokens don't really play with V3 all that much. It's kind of why I like Pulsechain. A lot of people like using V2, but yeah, just I do V3 on this one because I'm bullish on it, man, and that's the end of the range of the significant stuff. So yeah. On that, let's go back to the price. Yeah. See if we can close above that line and start curving up. You know what I mean? On Solid X. Let's go to the note token. This one seems a little too wrecked. Yeah, it seems like market making's at play here, probably to prop Solid X up, vice versa. You know what I mean? So just be aware of that. That's what I'm noticing because this seems a lot weaker and it's highly tied to Solid X. A lot weaker than Solid X because this should be like way up here. You know what I mean? And that triangle should have never broken down, and yeah, probably should never form that triangle. So yeah. Anyways, there's that. Let's look at, if you want. I mean, it's never been lower at this point besides the launch day, and that was probably only for an hour, if that. So I want to grab you some, even a little bit. No permissions token is community token, but you know, been to previous highs before. Look at yep. Most agreeable. And it broke our line, bro. It broke our line. It's holding up pretty good, but doesn't look like it's putting in a head and shoulders. It is definitely holding up above this line right here. I put tons of lines on this thing the other night. Wonder where the hell what was going on. So yeah, I think put them on here, and I forgot to remove a couple of them before the stream. But yeah, I put this new line on here, and I put that line on there, and that was pretty much it. So yeah, the other 3 lines on there, I think were there the last time. All the yellow lines, but other than that, yeah, below that, we'll see if we hold. I try not to remove the lines a lot, but on this one, I did. See if we hold that. You know, on big area to hold, just like a nope token. I was expecting it to hold this area, you know, right in here, but it didn't. I was hoping it held in the parallel channel. It didn't. Let's look at Scuba Steve. That looks like it's coming down just further. So yeah. Yeah, the RSI is confluent. Go back to no. RSI this thing. Yeah, that's losing strength again. So, all right. Now, 2 hucks, whatever the hell you want to call it, still below my channel. I don't know when it's going to bottom, but we'll see. I've been just collecting my yield and staking it for the voting power, man. Just keep climbing those ranks, man. Was worth a whole lot more up here, though. Tell you what, I mean, back to where I was DCAing back in here. How much would it be to get back there? It'd be a 7x. Whew. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's look at X Game. X Game's holding up above that box. Look at that. Even make higher highs. Wow. People are probably getting bullish that the X Game's coming out. That's cool. See if it holds up. Let's look at Firewall. It's below our line. I haven't looked at this one in a long time. Yeah, this is DCA time. Move the box down. It's like where it launched. I don't know. Move the box down there. Put a target there, huh? People aren't bullish on the Firewall. Let's look at that. Doing pretty good, but it looks like it's going to make a new local low. Yeah, it did. It's touching this area right here. So my previous line is null and void. Let's make a new one. I don't know. Let's just get rid of it and hopefully have that blue line hold. But if market keeps going down, it will keep going down. So yeah, we're still in that parallel sideways range on this one. I think it can come down here to the blue line a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't make a new lower low and go past 2 cents. But we should see. That's my little visual TA at that point. It did bounce right off the top of my purple box again. It's a little weird. If I extend it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's that. Let's go to a different community that I haven't shown in a while. I think it's right here. Yeah. I want to show you my TA on these guys. Mooney. You guys remember these tokens, right? I TA'd them a long time ago. And it's finally getting down there. So if you want to pick yourself up a little bit, who knows? It could go to 0. So just saying, Mooney is down there. I'm just covering them quick. Emerald is below my box, so technically I could move my box and see if it touches that yellow line. You know what I mean? There's your box. Do it on stream, right? It's right on top of the box. There we go. Let's look at Sailor. Look at that, guys. Go. It's getting close to the box. Getting closer. Frank. Getting closer to the box. 0. I think this is the one you're not supposed to buy or whatever. Anyways, it's bouncing off the bottom of that box. It's going to go to this box. Teddy bear. Oh, it's going below the box. It's stuck in the box really right now. But yeah, it's probably going to go below the box. But Teddy Claire is going to act the same way as Teddy pretty much. Yeah. So there's that. But then I got tweeted out this token a while ago. I knew about it right after this pump, and I waited for it. I waited too long, and now your mom and B Roots is tweeting about it. So I definitely probably not going to touch it now since B Roots tweeted about it. So I'm going to add your mom to this list as well. It is doing good. But if those are all down and this one's going up, I kind of think where they're rotating. But yeah, your mom, that was a pretty good one. I'm just keeping it real, guys. But yeah, it hit like 1 million market cap. Let's click market cap. Highest performing asset in the past 3 days on Pulsechain, as far as I'm aware of. So yeah, that was in 4 days. You would have made a double or a 2x almost. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, your mom is doing pretty dang good. That is good. Hopefully people want on that. But after me seeing the B Roots kind of ish tweet about it, I'm like, yeah, I might stay away from it. Might buy a moon bag. I don't know. But where I'd want to see it to come down to is right there. Or if you even use the fibs. Oh, wrong way. Because I like going reverse. If you use the fibs, and then use the fibs, can see some levels here. Let's go like right in there. Big wide box. It's above the 786 on the upside, and it's below the 1 on the downside. So yeah, below the 1 on the downside. Little cheating fibs, but I doubt it. It'll probably bounce off this line right there if it's any bullish. We'll see. Where I'd buy it would be down there again. Who knows? Usually when these meme coins hit 1 million, they just go right back down, dude. Like, look at Mooney. Let's see how high it went. And now it's at 182K market cap and went to 1.8. Now it's at 182. So it's a 10x down pretty much. Emerald hit 765K and now it's at 211. So yeah, you get my drift. Let's go back to the main list. Scroll down here. Let's look at Pink Mist Whale. Yeah, it looks like it's going to break back down and go back down to here. There's the Pink Mist Whale deal going on. I think you get 10 J5s and 1 dark if you send the Pink Mist Whale. 1 million Pink Mist Whale, and that's not a good enough deal for me. I'm holding on to my pink mist well. So I'd rather have my mill or my pink mist well and wait for another deal. Maybe J6 will be lower mint. Who knows? You never know. Just hold on to it. Um, yeah, gelato, great news. Has another farm. People are fading this one, man, but whatever. It's kind of building the floor right on that purple box area. Kind of nice. Dark. Yeah, hopefully it holds this area and it builds a floor because I don't want to see it below this area. So, purple box time. I know I don't do it with everything, but let's go like that. And then building it off this candle, previous top and bottom. So, yeah, stay above that area. These, how many are in the pool of this? Only 78 dark. I don't think $1,000. I think $1,000 is too conservative for this because there's really no liquidity to sell into because it's not on the market. Like, the pool, yeah, $1,000 is a little too conservative for that for me. Go mint you fuel cell, at least one, just for the hell of it. $10 lottery ticket, pretty much. The Fitzgerald company's been doing damn good too. Look at that, man. Whew. I wanted to come back down here, and it didn't. I put that box there when it was like on its way down. But yeah, it looks kind of toppy. To be honest. Gas token down, down, and down. So yeah, it still needs to build a floor. Who knows where that one's going to stop? That is the Finvesta ecosystem. So let's go to the Finvesta ecosystem. As far as I know of it, not that you have pairs, half of them disappear. Anyways, let's go to Finvesta. Logarithm looks pretty good. It's holding up, but if you click log off, it's too small to tell, huh? Looks, yeah. Axis might be right on this about it being toppy. Pay on this ecosystem. I have not gotten into it for reasons because it requires token after token after token for it to start doing its thing for yield and blah 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 blah. Yeah. Anyways, as far as my research goes, so anyways, I could be wrong on that, but if this previous high and those hold up and it continues to go even further, I'll be impressed. But I would not want to buy it until it's like right back in that area, like right there. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is because that fair value gap right in here ish. It looks like a fair value gap. It's really not, but if you really wanted to say it was a fair value gap, it could like be really thin in here, but the chart looks a little heavy on this side right in there. Like it could just come back down and build a floor underneath that box even. But we'll see. I'm not in this ecosystem. I'm barely done research on it. Like gas tokens should be right here. Like I just know about these 3 tokens, and this is as far as I've gone. So if you know more about it, please tell me, show me, whatever. Definitely interesting mechanic, one thing after another, but the farms are gone, so why hold token, right? Or the yield's gone, why hold token? Yeah, I know they reflect stuff, but reflection tokens with no farms don't I'm not really big on reflection tokens or tax tokens. There's very few. Emit is one of them that I just like the dynamics of the actual farming aspects and how the farms yield. So it's definitely a spin off of things. But BFF, it's going to come back down, at least right there. Um, yeah, I hope you sold this one. But yeah, that's the box. Infinity. I think this is the correct one. I don't know. But again, get rid of this volume and the box is right there, guys. Like, so there's that. That's fat. That's, yeah. I looked at a few of those. Rap Sonic. Got rid of all my Sonic guys. I didn't have them. I had like maybe $1,000 over there anyway. So I was like, screw it. Got rid of it all. Let's look at the P copies for the hell of it. For the algorithm. Wow. See if it gains strength, but it looks like it's holding above these lines right here. And it needs to go sideways for a while. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, definitely, if I were to draw a box, I would not be buying this thing at all. But if I were to draw a box, probably put it down there. Just because. ST ETH, people are pumping these PDI coins for some reason. Don't buy it. Don't buy these P copies. Like, but narrative's still there, guys. Like, so people are gonna do it. So there's that. If you guys got any tickers you guys want, let me know. I think I got emit right here. Let's look at this bad boy. I just did a video on this, guys. I think Tuesday. And I told you straight on stream, that's my candle. I did that candle. I still think I don't have enough, but it needs to come back and retest this line right here and hold it for me to see what's going on. But just to say, I know this project's only a couple months old. The more I learn about it, the more bullish I become. Just saying, it's got to hold that yellow line. And if it holds this yellow line and starts curving back up, because the dynamics of this project make it so, like, it's weird. There's sell pressure as there's more volume, there is buy pressure as there is more volume, and there is yielding as there's more volume, and there is, it's, you'd have to research it more, but go back to a previous video to learn more on that. Island, function island. I haven't looked at this one with you guys a long time. And I know y'all don't like risky small dexes like emit or function island, but function island's been out for a while. Yep and Rap Pulse, Yep and Island Farm have been over there for a while. These guys are holding up pretty strong, even with the markets the way it is. Look, bounce, and it's holding that area. It could be holding it further. But if the Rap Pulse goes down any further or whatnot, it's going to be dragging it down. But the liquidity is good. It's only 70K market cap. These guys have been around. I think it only has, I don't know. I'd have to look at the supply at the moment. Let's do that. I like this DEX. It's been yielding pretty good. It's kind of like I set like $100 worth in there or whatever and just forget about it for a while. There's only 458 holders, but what's the supply on Island? 300,000 max supply. Governance token, not very mini big holders. Yeah, they hold half, but yeah, who knows? Let's look at vets. Probably looks wrecked like the rest of everything else. Making higher highs. We got that emit farm now. Not bad, not bad. Congrats, vets. See if it holds that line, or even that parallel channel in there. Let's look at surf token. I just found out about this token. It is a tax token. If you sell it, it's like 46% of your bag that you lose. Use Midgard to research tokens. Their AI thing is pretty good, but it's like 5% in, 50 out. But I'm researching this a little bit more. I just found it. Crypto Paradise. I might be going on a stream with him here soon. We'll see. But yeah, just found this. But been doing pretty dang good too. So with that 50% tax, you at least have to wait for a double. You know what I mean? To get your money back. So you got to wait for a 2x, really. So yeah, and I think the more surf you hold, this trip you can go on, a couple of things as far as research I've done on that. Let's go to PTGC. Give my opinion over here. People might not like it because, yeah. It seems, I'm going to try to be honest here. It seems like it needs to hold that line. And I really think it does. The upside's there on this. All right. But I'm not a holder of this no more. I have like crypto PTGC dust of this. So I made money on it. I sold it before it freaking crashed and burnt. You know what I mean? Needs to hold that line. It is on an uptrend ish. The more Pulsechain goes up, the more this is just going to skyrocket. I get that. Let's look at the top holders real quick, though. I still have concerns about this. Yeah. A lot of whales, man. Hopefully it's just one owner with a lot of addresses, but yeah. Who knows, man? I'm kind of over anything that B Roots touches. Yeah, his shit will pump, but one thing after another, the Ponzi's over. So if B Roots is out of this, who knows, man? I hope this community outperforms anything B Roots does, but it is what it is. I know how the influencers on this chain work a little bit. I'm getting a feel for it. I know I'm trying to grow and this and that too, but I'm just keeping it real. At least I'm not like being a gym rat about it. So I should show you guys that. Like, I just had to get involved. Let's look at my profile. Ooh, I got one follower out of it. But I'm not going to read it for you, but this is a good video. I think Arthur Hayes knows what the hell's going on. Yes, this is a Bankless podcast video, but I clipped that, watch that, or maybe I should just do it now.
Why did he go up 50% over the last 7 days? How the hell did that happen?
Everyone thought it was dead. That's why.
Yeah.
the most hated coin or most hated asset goes up the fastest in the next cycle. Just human nature. I don't know why.
Hey, first,
You hear that? Most hated asset goes up the hardest the next cycle. Going to be a hex and pulse chain this time? Because it seems like it's the most hated to me. Even Arthur Hayes knows that. You know what I mean? That is, let me know if you heard that. Ouch for what? PTGC or B Roots? I don't know. But I had to call it out because I watched this stream. And yeah, I know I'll probably get shit for this, but I haven't seen any of him commenting back. Hey, I got 11 people down there. Nice. Hopefully they get blocked. Who knows? But yeah, he said he never blocked people, and I know of 2 people he blocked, so I had to call it out. He said it right on stream. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I like the dude. He's pretty cool for a good guy, whatever, but like if he's outrage market, man, try to do the Richard Hart thing, whatever. I think you are where he is. He's just doing it for attention, whatever. I don't know, but it just, I had to call that out. It just didn't sit well with me when I know he blocked. At least I know Tiger Crypto God is a hater of Pulsechain at the beginning too, but wouldn't a debate between these two just be pure entertainment? And if it would really cement in if Tiger Crypto God is with us or not. You know what I mean? Because Jim Rat's on both sides here. He's with us and the FUD campaign us. You know what I mean? And I think he's taking a card out of Richard Hart's playbook. But I just had to call that out because he does block people, just like Toos blocked me when I tried to get him to come into the no permissions group, and I even airdropped their community tokens. Like I was talking with them, this and that. I tried to come on a couple spaces, but dang, like, you know, you try to, I even offered to pay for the first month, whatever, just get them in, get them talking with us a little bit. But no, they wanted to use us kind of as like exit liquidity in the same aspect. You know what I mean? So gotta watch people out here. And I haven't vented that for a long time because usually I don't do that kind of stuff. But enough's enough, man. Like top signal, just click out if you want to click out. Go buy. Even if my backs go lower. Like I'm done with it, man. But yeah, believe in yourself. What's the ouch about? Anyways, back to charts. Enough about that, dude. Yeah, if you want to join. I'm probably gonna go for another 10-15 minutes. But yeah, I got plenty of engagement on that. I only got 1 follower. Come on, guys. My follower count have been going down, so I've been scrolling through here and looking at people that I can just unfollow lately. Sometimes, yeah. I like keeping my follower count down because it doesn't put too much on my feed. And yeah, other than that, let's go back to UFO. God, these tokens are going to fly though, I think. But who knows? That B-root stuff could just be a thing with me. But yeah, it's still building on top of that. I like that. All these tokens look like they're building that up and to the right, but there's the line it has to get over for me on UFO. Like PTGC. I think it's building over that. Yeah, it's still doing good, but it's still got to get above that line for me to like. That is the line on UFO and PTGC to know that it's going to pass all-time highs again. Like, and Pulsechain could drag it up, but like from Money Game Cryptos talking about the Rackham wallets, the bigger wallets are all going down in the rankings of the top 200, 300, whatever, because he's a wallet tracker. I just keep tabs on that too. I haven't been on X too much with the X spaces, but I haven't really seen the 9-inch guys at all. I haven't really heard of them at all. Like they use this as exit liquidity and just decide to leave, or what? Like that right there is what makes me want to move my LP to PulseX. But maybe I'm just not seeing them. Maybe, it's, I don't know, man. I like people active, even if other people aren't active. But then again, they could be getting a lot of hate from the X Maxis or whatever. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but I like to see them stream at least once a month. Jeez. Maybe I missed something, but other than that, let's look at some random token on Pulsechain. UFO, it's got to hold those lines, man. What's been paid attention to? Fresh start shower. What the hell is that? What the hell is this token? Got a website, got a Telegram. Ooh, wow. What the hell? Is this a Finvesta thing? And it's on V2 liquidity. I just clicked on it. I have no idea what it is. Let's look at the website. Do some research. Fresh start shower. Huh? Who am I? Why? Okay. Fresh start shower token represents. See, I like DJing it, guys. Like, this is even a tax token. The most simple website ever. Like, did I try too hard? I go over to Yep on Pulse, right? Did I try too hard? Like, yeah, it looks simple right here. It goes to tokenomics and stuff. But then I got the meme multiple I want to build. I got the Yep decks. I got everything that you can use in the ecosystem almost. Drop down menus right here, and everything you can use besides, with Yep. So yeah, I know it's website that iframes other websites. That's why I click on these, so you can just go to it. But I like viewing between things. So yeah, all on one screen. So yeah, maybe I should outrage market a little bit. I really don't like the spotlight as much. That's why I just keep my cool and just keep going. But damn, this one's been here for a while, man. I wonder if one dude finally just got rid of his tokens. This is what this chart makes me think of. Like, it got sniped, and finally he's out, and they just started pumping it and just cashing him out, and then it's going. But that's weird. Been out for a while, man. Yeah. I mean, I've already paired my token and stuff to Solid X, so it's just I'm going along for the ride. But yeah, there's that. Let's look at another one. Sun minimal soil. What? Oh yeah, Tropa I think's pumping, ain't it? Lately, that's been doing pretty good. The only token in the PDI community I'd buy would be this one, because it's exposed to all of them. But then Maria pulled his stunts, so would you really? I don't know. Risk is very, very high on this one to me. That's why I haven't got any of that yet. I bought it and sold it a couple times, but it just didn't feel right when I bought it, so that's why I sold it. Wow. Solid X on the volume is at 44, huh? Oh, if you guys got stakes on 9-inch, the 9-inch staked, get them out before you lose your BBC. Just a reminder. Sparta, let's look at that one. I looked at this a while back ago, and I need to put that on the watch list. Let's look at spec. Let's put it on that one. Sparta, this is the Sparta Route Pulse. Oh, wow. I think you have to look at the Sparta hex chart for the real one, as far as I know. So, what's his name? Dude, that was in the Thoth movie. Mine Bitcoin. Crypto Cabana, whatever his name is. Yeah. He said something about this token. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to be held down for a while. So, yeah. It was pretty good. Look at that. Just going sideways. Look at the liquidity between that, though. 1.4 million, one pair. Got a lot of hex paired with it. So if hex goes, this could go, but I think it is a tax token. Yeah. It's buybacks. Who knows when they're going to buy back? Unlike emit, I think it continuously buys back while it continuously dumps, depending on volume. Anyways, guys, I turn on timestamps for the chat. That ouch was 8 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Shows how much I pay attention to the chat, huh? I'll go a little longer. Let's go by it's the least amount of. Come on, there we go. Let's look at some low volume tokens. This is where you find the good shit, like Top Hat Route Pulse right here. Let's put that in the watch list. See, that one's holding up pretty nice. Look at that. It was doing pretty good until just 2 days ago. Right there. I already see it, man. I know it's not going to go down in this area. I just got a feeling it's crypto coffee, man. And it's the dev. And yeah. So I think that's about it. But if it goes down there, let's put 2 boxes. How about that? My bearish mode and my bull mode, huh? Yeah, right here. Bear mode and bull mode right here. For that box. There we go. For Top Hat. Good liquidity. Yeah. What's the other? Let's look at the other Solid X real quick. The pump tires one. I haven't looked at that one in a while. It seems to be holding up pretty good. It's gonna all depends on East and Route Pulse, but yeah, good. It might wick down a little lower. Who knows? Yeah, I'm starting to get tired now. So let's look at. I'm going to show you all this just because I want to. So let's go to. Oh. agproject.io. I'm going to go my fuel cells. This is the public, yep, on Pulse wallet. Just want to show you guys something. One Journey 4. All right. It is a cosmic crab because it's only got one of these in it. But I sent it to this address because of one thing. And one thing only. It's because when you go to the lottery, oh my God, it is unscraped. So, like, yeah, pretty big. It's got 7.5 dark in it. Not bad, huh, guys? Yeah, that is the public token project wallet. So, yeah. Don't sleep on dark matter, guys, but this thing might get sold one day. Who knows? I thought about putting this on Pulse Market for like $1,000 because nobody would buy it for a while, but $1,000's a good market value for this, I think. I really think it is. And it's state it is now. And if you go to this right here, its total USD value is worth $100. Come on, God, it's worth more than that. But yeah, we'll see, man. $1,000 Moon Math project, all-time high, current price. It's worth $580. My bad, guys. My bad. No, it's worth more than that. But I just wanted to show you guys that before I stop screen sharing. Guys, haven't, do your research on do your research. Pretty cool. Join the Telegram. And with all that, better not be sleeping on dark. And believing yourself says he's not. So that's good. I am not sleeping on dark. Look, dark matter. Yeah. Hopefully my points and stuff get updated in the collective and with my other area, because I am just a dolphin, man. I've been highly conservative with dark matter, but with these J5s, I got enough, I think, that I probably could win at least one lottery, and I hope it's the middle one or above, But yeah, we'll see, and we can just keep rolling it over and rolling it over. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hope you all thought that was agreeable and entertaining TA. Took my big boy glasses off, and yeah. Anyways, I hope the markets turn around, but with all these uncertain news events like riots, the plane crashes, the bombings, the Russia, the just FUD market, fear, uncertainty, doubt. I think we're just going to go sideways for a little bit and then up, depending on the Fed. But really, I would be watching the Treasury, Scott Bessent, or whatever his damn name is. I would really be watching him to see where the market goes, because I'm starting to see the Federal Reserve as the benevolent actor in this economy and the Treasury as the malevolent actor. You know what I mean? Kind of makes sense to me. So I think the tables need to turn, and the benevolent needs to be the Treasury. Who knows? I don't know how that would work, but right now it's just, yeah. And yeah, it would be a switch, huh? It would probably send these tokens and everything else to the moon, because you can sell a whole lot more bonds and treasuries that way. Anyways, on that note, peace out, guys. Enjoy, like, share, comment down below, and peace. Oh, let's set this outro video to right here.
Some girls buy shoes. Smart girls, they buy hacks. While your ex is still chasing meme coins, she's earning trustless yield in style. While he's buying the top, she's locking in the yield. While the market's panicking, Hex girls, they're just buying the dip. Hex.com, time is money, and she's not wasting either.